All right, guys, so once you have your API set up, the next step you want to do to get Brevo up and running and everything working is to set up your list and your contact attributes. So your contact attributes are going to allow you to set up any fields or data that you want to pass into Brevo. This is going to be really helpful for setting up any kind of segmentation that you need, or especially if you want to send information, for example, like a click ID, a source, an identifier, or even what landing page that they were on. So what you do is you just go into settings and you update your contact attributes. Make sure that these matches the field of the form or automation that you need. This is really helpful, especially if you're automating based on a source or an action or a specific form or conversion. So as you'll see here, we built out all of our contact attributes, and you can use the different attribute types to focus on whether it's a text input or number or anything like that. One thing I would mention is that the SMS field is very finicky. So Brevo will decline an SMS if it's not formatted properly. Just as a quick overview on that, and we'll get into this more in the integration, these are the formats that Brevo recommends for their phone number validation. So just keep that in mind. I'll also show you another way later in the video of a shortcut of how to do this and make this a little bit more streamlined. Once you have all your customer attributes in place, well, now you can successfully import that data into Brevo and you want to send them an email. So you can set up a campaign or you can set up a template. Now with templates, you're sending transactional email templates. You have a wide range of different templates that you can create if anybody's coming off of MailChimp or Constant Contact or any of those other platforms. It is a very straightforward process. You can add different personalizations in the template name, in the subject line, everything like that. So I'm just going to show you guys really quick, just a few examples of all the different types of templates that are available. Now, we chose a very simple template, so we wanted to make it feel like a personal email going to each person. But you can really brand this, and there's template galleries and code on your own. There's so much that you could do within here. Very, very robust. So we got our template set up. We used a lot of different variables here. So you can add your variable from different attributes, and that's really helpful, right? Especially if you have people answering a form and you want to customize that content to who that person is. So this is a really effective way is to insert variables into your template, set those up. I recommend personalizing this as much as possible, right? People are aware that AI can be used, but if you show that you really understand what it is that they need, be short and concise and to the point, and then you can always establish that relationship. Talk about who you are, especially as a welcome email. So the transactional emails in Brevo are very powerful, and so we're going to be using that in our integration. So far, we've set up our API. We've got our list of contacts. We have our contact attributes set up, and we have a template with variables all ready to go. Now we want to take it to the next level and say, okay, from a webhook trigger, when a webhook comes in with that data, how are we going to handle that? So in our case, if we have a lead coming off of Facebook or if we have a lead coming off of Google, some of that data is handled differently. Additionally, if it's not from Facebook or Google, there are some other data sources that we can filter by. So this is where those customer attributes and all of that data is very helpful because we can serve different customer segments automatically just a little bit differently. As you can see here, we're passing the data of the email, the last name, first name, SMS, click ID, event name, event value, source and identifier, and landing page all the way through to Brevo. And then we're able to send an email based on that data, right? So we're able to send an email to first name, last name, and email, who it's coming from. And so they're getting a personalized email based on that data, and you have the template that you've already created. So they're sending that email template with the first name, last name, and email, and it's going out, and it's going through Brevo as well. So you get all the benefits of the deliverability and infrastructure that Brevo has built. All right, guys, so like I said here, you can actually add in a phone number, module within Make, and that lets you format the phone number the way you want. Now, we did do some extra digging, and Brevo requires, we did some extra digging, and Brevo does require the E.164 format for the phone numbers. Now, we still had a little bit of an issue with that form, with the phone number validating. So normally what you would do in Make is create an ignore error handler and then maybe send a notification or something like that. You could also use the resume flow control or error handler. But what's actually the best trick, and it's recommended on Brevo's forums, is to actually right click on the module, create an error handler. So I'll just show you on here. Click on this module. There's already an error. I'm just going to delete this error module here, and we're just going to add an error handler. And what you can do is add an error handler that is with Brevo, and then you could submit the contact. Let's say you want to add a new contact here, create a contact. And so what you could do is now just submit that without a phone number. And so if you want to submit that without a phone number, it'll then go, you'll bypass that error. So definitely something to watch out for. Make sure that the phone numbers are being formatted. The proper way to do this really is to use this phone number module by Make, so that way you can standardize the phone numbers and parse them properly. And then once you get them into Brevo, you know, even if that SMS still isn't working, you can bypass it using it as an error handler with another Brevo module and just leave out the SMS as well. So basically, once you have that set up, and if you have all of your data set up through here, you can actually really run your scenarios off of a webhook, parse it through a phone number, route it to different areas, and actually send out your transactional emails. So the one thing that you want to keep in mind is to make sure that all of your Brevo account is set up. So if you need help setting up that account itself, we've made another video that you can check out, and we'll link that either down below or right on the screen as well. So if this video did help you, please do leave a like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video. All of the links to all of these resources are also down below in the comments below. We'd appreciate it if you use our link. Thank you so much.